friend. Available on the full-size Tundra. The truck that's changing it all.
All right, let's go!
Universal Pictures presents...
We shouldn't play him.
I'm playing. You're damn right you are.
The story of the first African-American to win the Heisman Trophy. The Express. Rated PG. Sneak preview this Saturday.
This is how you enter the App Store. And this is how you browse over 1,000 new apps. And this is how you download one, right to your phone. And this is when you realize this is going to change everything.
Fox tonight.
Behold, it is here!
All new animation domination is back.
Yay, you're letting me be myself.
With a whole night of shows that are showing off. Oh, so, however you get there,
We got my keys.
just get there. For the funniest season premieres yet.
What I do? Are we laughing at Brian? Brian, you suck.
All new animation domination premieres tonight at 8/7 Central on Fox.
And the scoring drive covering 79 yards, just over 4 minutes. Gus Farrat shaken up. And Adrian Peterson, 80 yards rushing today. His second touchdown. And the Vikings are within 6 at the 6-minute mark. The kick as Chris Carr takes it through the middle. Chris Carr across midfield. What a return. And Aaron Henderson may have saved the score. Great field position for the Titans, and a great game coming up next in the NFL on Fox. You'll want to catch the Cowboys, who are also 3-0, like the Titans, hosting the Redskins. An NFC East battle. Romo, T.O., Jason Campbell, Clinton Portis. The NFL on Fox, proud to bring you many big games throughout the next couple of weeks, along with our NLCS and World Series coverage. Also have the Redskins and Eagles, Giants hosting Seattle. Plaxico Burress will be back, no doubt, for that one. That's Collins, hands to Chris Johnson.
You can bet you're going to get a heavy dose of run this drive from the Titans. Remember that last series, they threw the ball 3 straight downs, stopped the clock, got forced into a punting situation, had to punt, and then that's when the Vikings took the ball down the field and scored. So the Titans don't want to do that again.
And Johnson is the man. He's the leading rusher. Came in averaging 5.5 yards and leading the AFC in rushing. Has a touchdown for Tennessee. Collins with time. And incomplete and tested for Justin Gage. Let's check in with Michelle Turner on the field.
Hey, guys, we saw linebacker E.J. Henderson hurt that left foot at before the half. He did come back in and play in the first half, but now we are told he does have his helmet taken from him. He's probably done from the day. Number 51, Ben Lieber, has the helmet for the defense right now, the dotted helmet. We'll send it back to you.
All right, David Herron coming in at the middle linebacker spot. Again, the first year the NFL has defensive audio signals sent in, but shut off 15 seconds before the snap of the ball, just like the offense. Chris Johnson in an important third down for the Viking defense. They're 0 for 5, Tennessee, in the second half on third down conversions. Pass is complete and in time for a first down. Brandon Jones hauling in a well-thrown ball from Collins.
Yeah, and again, man coverage, just like they did early in the game. They went after Cedric Griffin, number 23. See, they're just isoing him, just going to run that out route up to the top, get in front of the first down marker, turn around and catch the ball.
Looked like a little push-off there.
No, receivers do that all day. That's every day.
That's the NFL. Okay,
Yeah.
12-yard pickup, and Griffin is the guy who's been picked on quite a bit this year in the Viking secondary. They go away from Winfield, the other corner. So a fresh set of downs. Fumble, and on it to hurry is Collins. Second time they've had a bad exchange between Mawe and Kerry Collins. And the Vikings are going to use a timeout. So the Titans with a 6-point lead. Looks like everybody's wearing down a little bit here.
Yeah.
There's Kevin Mawai. Don't forget the Redskins and Cowboys coming up afterwards. Jeff Fisher hoping his offense can produce enough points to hold off Brad Childress and the Vikings.
You mentioned the two bad snaps between Mawai and Kerry Collins. Part of that also is that Big Pat Williams is on the nose of Kevin Mawai. And so when you have to deal with that guy and that guy's jumping off and getting into you real quick, you want to try to hike the ball faster than normal so you can get your hands up and block Big Pat Williams. And that may be part of the reason.
2nd and 12. Handed off to Chris Johnson. And Kevin Williams with a bear hug there. And this is important because Baronis has a pretty strong leg. And if you could keep them from him getting in comfortable field goal range, those are key points.
Yeah, and you can see big Kevin Williams just up the field. Just manhandles Scott and makes the tackle. But you got those two guys in there. Talked about Pat Williams, Kevin Williams, 2 Pro Bowl defensive tackles. Big bookends in there. It's tough to run inside.
3-yard loss. Chad Greenway has 11 tackles today for the Viking defense. And the Williams guys up front need another stop here. You see the timeouts remaining. 4:17 to play. And right now, if they don't get any yardage, that field goal is going to be 50, 53, 54 yards if they elect to go that route.
And we saw on the last 3rd down that Cedric Griffin was in man coverage and gave up the 1st down. Well, now 3rd and 15, they're going to be in the zone. So now they're going to be able to see the ball thrown, come up and try to make the tackle.
Collins gets rid of it for Brandon Jones, and it's broken up, and Cedric Griffin did a nice job of getting back there. Collins had to get rid of it early because he was feeling pressure.
Yeah, but they are actually in a man coverage, and you're going to see Cedric Griffin. He's going to come off of his guy and make a play on that football. You see Darren Sharper playing the middle of the field, almost gets there in time to make an interception.
So Cedric Griffin responds. Now it's 4th and 15 and no field goal with a 6-point lead. They hope to pin him deep, and that is a nice punt by Henson. Drops it inside the 5. The little things for Jeff Fisher's team, and that's clutch. Last drive for the Vikings that produced the touchdown.
Yeah, Bobby Wade made a couple big catches on that. Bernard Berrian on that go route makes that one-handed catch, and then the roughing the passer on by Vanden Bosch that leads to the Adrian Peterson touchdown. And remember what they did differently in that drive is they went to the no huddle. They changed the tempo up, and that got them some momentum. But now they've got a long way to go here.
40 attempts for Gus Frerotte in this game. Vikings have a long way to go. They trail by 6. Peterson in the backfield. It's noisy down there.
They've got to hurry. 5 seconds. Not going to get it all.
You only have one timeout remaining.
And you don't want to take it there.
You'd have been better off taking the penalty and losing a yard.
If that, a half a yard or so.
Another pre-snap penalty for the Vikings.
They just couldn't get lined up properly. Bernard Berrian went to the wrong side of the formation. Gus is trying to tell him he's got to go to the other side. They just run out of time. They have to use a timeout. See Gus Frerotte just frustrated right here. Just has to take the timeout. But like you said, it probably would have been better to save that timeout and just take the 1-yard penalty.
Vikings have no timeouts remaining. Frerodte's throw incomplete. Intended for Garrett Mills. Michael Griffin, the safety, back there covering. It'll be 2nd down and about 10. So Gus Frerotte, the starter, for these reasons. Experience. He's got the arm to throw the deep ball. But he's backed up in his own end zone. Pressure and incomplete. Third down. And for those of you in the home markets of our late game, in just a moment you'll be leaving this game, and we'll switch you to the start of your game. J.C. Pearson, Chris Myers enjoying the unbeaten Titans with a 23-17 lead. Vikings trying to get to 500. 3rd and 10. Intercepted. Nick Harper. Perrott goes down, and the Vikings may go down as well. Fourth turnover for the Titan defense.
Yeah, and they know that it's a passing situation. He's got to get that ball out of there. Tony Brown hits him as soon as that ball comes out, and that forces that ball to be thrown a little behind Schenko. Look at number 81. He's open. That ball sails on him and is behind him, and Nick Harper comes up with the big turnover. But you got to credit Tony Brown for that interception. The pressure on Perrott, hitting him as soon as that ball is coming out, forcing that ball to be thrown high.
His left hand, his non-throwing hand wrapped as he left the field. Terry Collins takes over from the 6. Chris Johnson, the rookie, touchdown. Well, that's one way of saying perfection.
Yeah.
Second touchdown of the day.
And you hear coaches talk about turnovers, not turning it over, taking the ball away, and you hear it so much, it's just like coach speak. You're like, yeah, we know. But you see how important it really is today. They've turned the ball over 4 times. 3 of them have resulted in touchdowns for Tennessee.
Baronis with the extra points. 30-17, and Gus Perrott is being taken to the locker room after that tough hit in the end zone. Johnson, the first 2 touchdown game of his young career.
And a great block by the fullback. Ahmad Hall, you see at the front, and there's Ahmad Hall on Winfield, who's trying to slice in, but then there's no outside contain. You've got a running back who runs 4-2. He's going to beat everybody to the corner. Winfield's got to come up and keep on the outside, force him back inside to the pursuit. I talked about in the first half, if you let him get outside and contain, bad things will happen.
And just like that, the Vikings' chances of getting to 500 turn on a turnover and touchdown. Chris Johnson, who talked to Adrian Peterson in the offseason, said, give me a little advice. I want to be a rookie of the year like you were. Said, stay in the weight room, protect your legs. 2 touchdowns for Peterson today, but Johnson's team has the lead. Tavares Jackson warming up. Gus Perrott to the locker room. We get an update on his injury. Jackson starting the first 2 games of the season for Minnesota, both losses. Talking to Matt Burke there. And yes, it'll be the first time in the 49-year history of this franchise if the Titans hold on. Baronis. Maurice Hicks. It's a lot of work to get it out to the 21-yard line. Coming up after this game, you'll see the Cowboys try to go to 4-0, taking on the division rival Washington Redskins. Of course, both teams went to the playoffs last year. They both hope to go further this year. But in week 4, an early showdown on one of the better divisions in the NFL. The AFC South has been tough too, but the Titans came in on top. and will stay there if they hold on here and be a perfect 4-0. 3.5 to play. No timeouts for Minnesota. Tavares Jackson is in from the shotgun. Quick pass complete up near the 30-yard line. Bobby Wade fighting for it. Ball came out. Schenko on top of it.
You see the story of the game right there. Turnovers, 4 turnovers. Tennessee has gotten 21 points off of those turnovers.
Jackson can't get away. Albert Hainsworth with the sack.
Yeah, for these guys up front for Tennessee right now, they're just getting up the field. They know you have to throw the ball. Hainsworth coming outside, you see, just wants to contain Jackson. They understand that with him, they want to keep him in the pocket, able to get the sack.
This is the 4th sack of the game for the Titans. And Vanden Bosch had a hand in this one.
And what did Kyle Vanden Bosch tell us in our meetings? Most of his sacks come late in the game, late in the 4th quarter. Teams have to throw the ball. He's worn down those tackles. Those guys are tired, and he's still fresh. He's still coming. And lo and behold, he gets another sack here late in the 4th quarter.
Defensive linemen, they can run them in and out. The offensive linemen, you pretty much are there for the day. It's a little warmer for a fall day here in Nashville. The humidity, but the crowd and the Titan defense, that's what has the Vikings sweating. Louis to punt. Carr waves for the fair catch. And less than 2 minutes to play in game 4 for the Vikings and Titans.
Today's game on Fox is sponsored by UPS. What can Brown do for you?
All right, express options. Well, when you ship with UPS, you're in control of the speed and the cost of your shipping. Need it in Miami in 2 days? Easy. How about next day by 8 a.m.? Guaranteed. You can even have it arrive the same day. It's whatever speed you need. It's not just express options. It's express options with UPS. I think I need a comb.
Subway, home of the famous $5 footlong. Lots and lots like the delicious oven-roasted chicken breast, black forest ham, and the Oh My meatball marinara. $5 footlongs, all day, every day. Subway.
Everyone's talking about navigation systems, Bluetooth, and MP3 technology. But it's really about the small things.
Left turn.
The things we never think about, yet desperately depend on. It's the things that make a Camry a Camry.
Curve X has the curve Y as its essence.
When all you want are the stats to know it all. When all you want is football, go to NFL.com.
Tennessee's defense, 4 takeaways, 3 fumble recoveries, an interception. And Minnesota with no timeouts. Check in for a game break with Kurt Menefee. Kurt?
Guys, believe it or not, this is something you have never seen from Brett Favre. This is his 6th, that's right, 6th touchdown pass of the game. First time in his storied career he's ever done that. Jets then add a 2-point conversion, and they are blowing out Arizona 56-35 on a record-setting day for Favre. Back to Tennessee and Chris Myers.
You can't retire Brett Favre. You only hope to contain him.
And why do you go for a 2-point conversion?
Brett Favre still setting records. It's a good thing he's hanging around. And the Vikings hung around, but the Titans set the tone early. And among the 4-0 teams, J.C., how do they rank? Or among the unbeaten teams at this point?
Well, I mean, obviously they're unbeaten, so they're doing something right. And today was a big test for them. They passed that test with flying colors, at least defensively. So you've got to put them up there with some of the best, especially in the AFC. Denver's losing right now. So you got to think that they've got to be one of the better teams in the AFC.
Buffalo will play later. Baltimore. Of course, the Giants, Cowboys, the only other undefeated teams through the NFC. Last time they were 3-0. The Titans went to the Super Bowl. They've never been 4-0. Quite an accomplishment. And for Brad Childress and the Vikings, a lot of preseason hype and expectations before the start of the year. Minnesota falls to 1-3, an injured veteran quarterback. And we'll see where they turn to next week when they play in New Orleans. For Tennessee, they try and go to 5-0 when they play at Baltimore. For J.C. Pearson, Michelle Turner, Chris Myers, here in Nashville, Tennessee. The Titans defeat the Vikings 30-17 for our entire production crew. And thank you for watching. Stick around. The Redskins, the Cowboys are straight ahead. It's a big Sunday here. It's the NFL on Fox.
You're watching Fox Sports in HD. Presented by DirecTV.
Just when you think you're getting a low fare on the other guys, they start adding hidden fees. Southwest Airlines. What you see is what you pay. Low fares, no hidden fees.
Fox NFL Sunday doubleheader action continues with a huge NFC East showdown. Tony Romo, T.O. and the undefeated Cowboys square off against Clinton Portis and the Redskins. Fox NFL Sunday doubleheader action continues next.
CEOs' salaries and benefits are getting fatter and fatter, while workers face soaring gas prices, foreclosures, and rising health care costs. The Employee Free Choice Act gives workers the freedom to form a union so they can earn better wages, retirement security, and health care coverage. Call Al Franken and thank him for supporting the Employee Free Choice Act. With his help, we can make our economy work for everyone again. American Rights at Work is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Okay, honey, I'm all done. The computer's all yours.
But I thought you had so much to do.
We have Comcast high-speed internet with Power Boost.
Meet the Comcast dad. He gets things done online faster.
I already sent email, uploaded photos, checked the score of the game, and booked our vacation.
Wow, I just need to download some music, and I'll be done in less than a minute.
And I only need 8 seconds to upload my class presentation.
We'll even have time to view the slideshow I created using Comcast Photo Center.
Want faster internet? Call to order high-speed internet for only $29.99 per month for 6 months. Call 1-888-COMCAST.
There's a lot of people out here trying to carve out their American dream. While they have different lives, different jobs, different needs, they all rely on the same truck. Ford F-Series, America's #1 selling pickup.
Now during Ford truck season, get huge savings on F-150 with up to $8,000 cash back. When the job calls for a truck, go with #1 Ford F-Series.
These are the trucks that are building America.
You have a vote.
You have a choice.
Now we're adding an extra newscast for you.
Find out how you can be a part of it all starting Monday.
On Fox at 6.
You decide.
Sit in at the 10.